Right now, a devastating explosion in rural Wisconsin. Hear from the owner and first responders on the scene and what made this case particularly challenging. Plus, coming down to a final vote tonight, will parts of the Ahara Hills golf course be turned into a landfill and business park? And a major Madison employer announcing a round of layoffs. We'll tell you how many people are being impacted. Plus, a local Ukrainian-born nurse living in the Madison area, how she and her husband are getting as close as they can to the homeland, helping refugee families. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. And thanks for joining us. First tonight, a line of storms moving through a part of our viewing area, and with it, some active warnings in effect right now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Eric, all the action is up to the north around Wisconsin Dells. We got a line of severe thunderstorms moving eastward through the northern parts of our viewing area. Let's take a look at the warnings. First warning is a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:30 for southern portions of Juneau and Adams counties. Severe thunderstorms just to the northwest of Wisconsin Dells, moving eastward at about 45 miles per hour. Farther to the south for the southern part of the line of thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm warning for northern Sauk and northwestern Columbia County, also in effect until 10:30. Possibility there for hail up to the size of quarters or half dollars and winds to 60 miles per hour. You can see the strongest part of the storm right now just to the east of Wanawak, heading through the northern portion of Sauk County, heading right toward the Dells by about 9:15 or so, or 10:15 or so, and that storm heading to the east at about 45 miles per hour. You can see it moving pretty quickly, but there hasn't been a lot of development farther to the south. So Madison right now is in the clear. Those storms moving through the northern parts of the area. We'll probably see another round of storms later on tonight that'll affect just about everybody. Severe weather threat mainly to the west and northwest. Those storms to the north of Madison moving into an area where the atmosphere is a little bit more stable. Farther out to the west, additional storms producing hail in southeastern Minnesota, but those are again heading more toward the La Crosse area than toward Madison. I'll have an update on where the severe weather threat is a little bit later on in the newscast.
Responding for a report of an explosion inside of Somerset Marine at West 357 Southeast 715 Chapman Drive. There was apparently a barge that exploded, and there were possibly people on it.
And it basically sounded like a bomb went off, and then it just started with white smoke.
One of our employees was very heroic and dragged two of them out right away, and very thankful for that as well.
That's just a feel for some of the chaos that unfolded today in rural Waukesha County. The moments after Somerset Marine exploded. A closer look at where it happened. The site is located actually over in Eagle. It's a short drive west from Aguanago, if you're familiar with that area, not far from Old World, Wisconsin. Now, 6 people were hurt here, a combination of employees and firefighters, 2 of them taken to the hospital. 1, we are told, is in serious condition. As of this evening, the majority of the flames were out with only some smoldering left behind, but for most of the day, this scene was full of dozens of trucks and tankers from several departments, making things more challenging. The building's location, fire crews relied on a single hydrant there, 1 hydrant from another town, and water from 2 nearby lakes.
This has been a defensive fire, the entire fire attack, which means that the firefighters were never able to go inside of the building. There was significant structural collapse prior to firefighter arrival.
We're going to get through this. It's a tough time for our company, but we will buckle down and persevere and make sure that people can provide for their families and our customers are taken care of.
We don't know what caused the fire, but we know it was not suspicious. The ATF is helping with that investigation only because it's training and the nearby proximity of their resources. So again, no deaths related to this explosion. 6 were injured, 3 of them firefighters. The other 3 were employees. As for a cause, it is being investigated as we speak, and News 3 Now will continue to follow any and all developments. So be sure to stay with us both on air and online at channel3000.com to stay updated. Half of the Ahara Hills Golf Course in Madison, one step closer to becoming the new site of the Dane County landfill. This comes after county officials said it was running out of room in its existing landfill. Tahalil Muhdin joins us now with more.
Eric, about a half hour ago, county supervisors voted overwhelmingly to purchase the land, but not without pushback from those living in the area. Several of the people at the meeting pleaded with county supervisors to at least postpone the decision, citing a need for more community engagement and research on the impacts the site would have, namely to a nearby school. But county leaders effectively argued purchasing the land did not mean research couldn't still be done, or that the new build was a done deal. The city did approve the sale last week, and should the project continue to progress with a approval from the DNR and the success of local agreements, construction on the landfill could begin as early as 2028.
Tahalil, thank you. New tonight, roughly 230 employees of Exact Sciences, including 50 in Wisconsin, are being laid off. In an email this evening, the company said the affected employees were notified of the layoffs on Tuesday. Laid off workers are being offered a, quote, comprehensive severance package and outplacement services and are being encouraged to apply for other open positions. Also new tonight, Milwaukee-based Harley-Davidson announcing a 2-week suspension of vehicle assembly and most shipments, citing a regulatory compliance issue with one of its suppliers. Company shares tumbled almost 8% today. Harley-Davidson says the decision was made out of an abundance of caution after the company received information from a supplier of one of its component parts. The Fitchburg Fire Department says a fire this week at an apartment complex was fatal and accidental. It happened just before noon on Red Arrow Trail. That fire put out quickly, but the male 64-year-old victim was found inside. Fire investigators determined it started in the kitchen trash can and spread to the cabinetry and then to the rest of the apartment. Day 3 of the Kari Sanford trial, jurors were shown a series of photos and video of a vehicle Sanford may have been in the night he's accused of murdering Dr. Beth Potter and her husband Robin Kari. You can see a white van with distinct stickers, which the DA believes Sanford used in the kidnapping. Detectives say an exhaustive search showed the van that night headed towards the Arboretum. The trial will continue tomorrow morning. Around Wisconsin, Appleton police say a man involved in an hours-long standoff is now in custody. This morning, police say a man walked into St. Bernadette Parish and pointed a gun at someone around 10:15. He then went on the roof and fired several rounds into the air. No one was hurt, but it did temporarily put some area schools on lockdown.
He's somebody that we have had contact with in the past. We're familiar with him. Officers actually established dialogue with him early on in the time that he was up on the roof.
Now, it took about 2 hours of negotiations before the man peacefully surrendered. Police say they're not sure if he has any connection to that church. The suspect, accused of killing 10 people and wounding 3 others at a Buffalo, New York supermarket, was back in court this morning for a felony hearing, now indicted by a grand jury. It comes as authorities, including the FBI, continue to investigate the possibility of hate crime and terrorism charges. Peyton Gendron has already pleaded not guilty to a murder charge for Saturday's attack. And new at 10, the production of guns in the U.S. has tripled in the last 20 years. That's according to a report published by the ATF. According to that report, American gun makers manufactured more than 11 million guns in 2020 alone. Back in 2000, less than 4 million guns were produced. New at 10, a Dane County judge is giving Assembly Speaker Robin Vos one last chance to get Michael Gableman to turn over open records before Speaker Vos is going to be held in contempt. Vos hired Gableman about a year ago to investigate the 2020 election in Wisconsin, and the judge today says Gableman appears to have gone rogue in refusing to comply with the state's open records law. The judge wrote, quote, "I don't want to hold Speaker Vos and the Assembly in contempt just to have taxpayers spend more money on something that should be resolved." A hearing has now been set for June 16th. Also new tonight, former Trump Attorney General Bill Barr agreeing to testify before the House Select Committee investigating January 6th. Sources say it'll happen behind closed doors. Barr has already held an informal meeting with committee lawyers at his home. He parted ways with the former president not long after telling him there was no widespread election fraud. On the COVID front, the CDC has now signed off on boosters for 5 to 11-year-olds, but only with the Pfizer vaccine. The CDC's advisors voted 11-1 with one abstention today to support recommending a booster dose, which the FDA already authorized earlier this week. And for parents struggling to find formula for their infants, the FDA says some relief is now just days away. The head of the administration told lawmakers a shuttered factory in Michigan may resume production as early as next week, and that could return formula supply levels to normal within a month. Today, the Senate also passed a bill that makes it easier for low-income families to get formula. Next, it'll go to the president's desk to be signed into law. Yesterday, the president also tapped into the Wartime Defense Production Act. President Biden meeting with the leaders of Finland and Sweden at the White House today, a day after both countries applied for NATO membership. The president says they have the full backing of the United States. The two countries have historically remained neutral, but public sentiment there has changed after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Refugees are now scattered from Ukraine all over Europe and here in the United States. For one local Ukrainian-born nurse and her husband, they've done their part to help out those who are suffering, and now they're actually in the Czech Republic helping in any way they can.
realistically, I understand that I might never go back home.
Maria Llewellyn's heart is broken.
So it was just heavily bombed.
For her homeland.
We just pray for them, and then we're just ready to provide any sort of help if they cry for it.
Her journey from Ukraine started when she met her future husband, Ben, as he visited Kyiv on a church trip 15 years ago.
We invited this big group of Americans to come, and he was one of them. And
first year I went over, she barely remembers me.
Eventually, she remembered, and through their shared faith and a lot of Skype conversations, Ben and Maria married in 2009.
Hello, this is Maria.
Now a nurse taking care of new babies at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital here in Madison, she and Ben have 2 little boys of their own and have watched from afar as Russia took Crimea in 2014. And then in February, as Russia attacked Ukraine, Maria and Ben scrambled, using a network of European connections to help get Ukrainian families to safety.
We thought that we're just going to help my best friend, but we ended up raising enough to help,
several families.
At least 7 families with multiple children.
And for one family in particular, they made it all the way to stay with the Llewellyns here in the Madison area.
Your generosity and your sacrifice is a big example of God's love.
The Sokor family with 3 young daughters.
Like for us, we don't feel like this really hasn't been a burden or a drag in terms of being able to support them. Yeah, I mean, just having the resources and being blessed with that to be able to just like open our home and having them in, like this isn't for us, this is a privilege.
And now they're going one step further after packing up their SUV with 200 bags donated from SSM Health, her employer, with first aid kits, water bottles, hand sanitizer, toothbrushes, and much more. Destination Nova Paca in the Czech Republic.
If they need just a hug and someone to cry with them or just listen to them, whatever we can, we're just open. We do not know what exactly they will need.
The small mountain town of 9,000 people is an hour from the Polish border. And since the war, it's become home to roughly 70 Ukrainian refugee families. These are the faces of the children whose lives were turned upside down by Putin's war.
What we really want is to help people to find a way to rebuild their lives. And for a lot of these families, that means finding work that is meaningful and finding a safe place to raise your children. And
people are just so hungry for encouragement. Their life has been just shattered, and a lot of them, do not know what the next step for them is.
For Maria, it's a big step closer to being home.
When my friends were crossing the border, I was thinking and texting them, can you please bring me just a handful of Ukrainian soil, because I think I probably would never touch it again. But for me, just going there and just, seeing them in person, hugging those children, bringing whatever little things that they're asking for, just means a lot. It's almost like going back home.
An unbelievable couple. Maria and Ben are actually in the Czech Republic right now helping refugees as we speak. They emailed us to say the trip is going well, and they're humbled and blessed to have the opportunity to be there. They'll return to the U.S. in the coming days. And still to come tonight, a look at your updated forecast. But first, a ribbon cutting for the newest dog park in Dane County. Stay with us.
Of hearing it's not in stock? Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture has a huge selection of in-stock inventory available for immediate pickup or delivery. A1 has the lowest prices around. Plus, with the A1 Instant Rebate, you get $50 off of every $500 spent. This 5-piece living room set for just $9.99. Name brand mattresses in stock like this Queen Pillow Top, just $3.99.
Shop in-store or online and save with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Only at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
This is a town called Basic, where the townspeople are happy with a basic lifestyle. And that's a 2022 Nissan Altima, with more attitude, more style, and a powerful turbocharged engine to help put basic in your rear view forever. Looks like basic will never be the same. The 2022 Nissan Altima, anything but basic.
Get to Nissan today and test drive the 2022 Altima with up to 39 miles per gallon highway.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Local restaurants battle it out for best burger bragging rights. Tomorrow we'll check out the competition for Madison Burger Week and how you can get in on the action.
Plus, we're going to be tracking some showers to round out your work week. Join us tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
5, 4, 3, 2, and liftoff. Starliner is headed back to space on the shoulders of Atlas.
Welcome back. Boeing launching its Starliner spacecraft on an unmanned test mission toward the International Space Station tonight. The Starliner, designed to ferry astronauts to and from the International Space Station. 2 prior attempts at such a mission failed. It'll spend about 24 hours free flying before arriving. A new restaurant from the owners of Lucille and Merchant will be opening up this summer at Hilldale. Ahara, which will be a coastal Italian restaurant, is taking the former Pasquale's space. Ahara will have small plates, small bites, handmade pasta, and entrees. A release says they plan to offer, quote, cutting-edge Italian and Italian-inspired artisan wines. There's not a specific opening date just yet, but plans on opening sometime this summer. Buying a home in the current market is not getting any easier, with home prices hitting another record high. The National Association of Realtors reports the median price of a home rose to over $391,000 last month. Meanwhile, home sales fell for the 3rd month in a row in April. News tonight in Dane County, the Parks Department celebrating its newest dog park at Anderson Farm County Park in Oregon. The 35-acre off-leash park is Dane County's 8th dog park and features limestone trails through restored prairie.
I had 3 or 4 dogs, so I'm a dog lover. Love to take hikes in the forest. I have 2 acres of land. I have a small prairie. I've restored that. And I've worked in other projects over the years. So this one's close to home and a big benefit to the Oregon community.
The park also includes a 2.5-acre small dog area. Owners will need a permit to use it. We want to get right to Gary now with the very latest on severe weather to our north of Madison and west.
Fortunately, the storms seem to be weakening a little bit. Let's start out by taking a look at the current warnings in effect. The severe thunderstorm warning for southern Juneau and Adams County has been trimmed back to just southern Adams County and extreme southeastern Juneau County, just north and west of the Dells. That warning in effect until 10:30. Because the storms have started to slow down a little bit, the wind is not as much of a factor as the potential for hail. All of these colored areas here in light blue indicate the potential for some hail up to the size of quarters. Farther to the south, the southern part of the line of storms has a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:30 for northern Sauk and northwestern portions of Columbia County. But you can see it's mainly just the far northern portions of Sauk County, north of Reedsburg, south of Wisconsin Dells, and then over to just north and west of Portage. That seems to be the area. Again, hail probably the main threat there. Although because this part of the line has been moving a little more quickly, wind speeds of up to 60 miles per hour are possible. Doing a storm track on this takes these storms eastward as far east as Montello into parts of We've got Green Lake County, and then we've just to the north of Columbia County. So you can see these storms also heading toward Portage by about 10:34. Again, the line of storms moving pretty quickly. The northern part of the line starting to slow down a little bit. More rain and hail here. The wind threat is probably a little higher south of the Dells. A little wider radar perspective shows this line of storms extending back to the west. Also, additional severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued west of La Crosse. Some of these storms have been producing a lot of hail. Some areas seeing the ground covered with hail, and a lot of trees have their leaves knocked off because of that. And then there's also flash flood warnings in effect for areas north of La Crosse, because you can see those storms kind of moving over the same general area. A little wider perspective of the severe weather reports. Everything has been up to the north. Most of the hail reports have been around the La Crosse area. You can see hail up to the size of quarters, almost $half in St. Joseph in west central Wisconsin. It's part of a line of storms. This is actually along a warm front, which has kind of become stationary. Now the storms are sagging south of that. Farther to the west, storms just starting to fire up along the cold front, and there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for much of northern and western portions of Iowa. Tomorrow, the severe weather threat shifts off to the east. You can see a marginal or level 1 risk of severe thunderstorms, mainly over southeastern Wisconsin. Late morning, early afternoon. By that time, the front will be past us, and even the thunderstorm threat will be ending in Madison. So as we check out our forecast, look for, again, stormy conditions through tomorrow morning, and then after that, chilly and cool conditions as we head into next week. For the overnight hours, look for a low of 66 degrees with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, the shower and storm threat mainly in the morning, high temperature at 69, then steady temperatures through the day. You can see a couple of lines of showers and thunderstorms moving through overnight, not expected to be severe for the most part. Then tomorrow, we start clearing out in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, and then the clouds come back on Saturday, and we see another round of showers with high temperatures only in the upper 50s. Rainfall amounts, especially north of Madison, where those lines of storms have been going through, maybe an inch or a little bit more over the next couple of days. But notice the cool weather for the weekend. Highs only upper 50s Saturday and Sunday. Then we get into the 60s early next week with rain showers. By the end of the week, some sunshine returns and temperatures back into the 70s.
And coming up in sports, Rory McIlroy was in the red during the first round of the PGA Championship. How low he went and where Tiger Woods sits on the leaderboard. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
Charlie! That's right, it's me, Charlie. Wish specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted. Oh, he's good.
Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
Things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah!
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Memorial Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. my command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more. Pay no interest for 5 years and get free doorstep shipping. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness. It takes all the guesswork out of finding your perfect bed.
Tim the Toolman Taylor, meet Greg Gard. Okay, maybe not to that extent, but this morning the Badger men's basketball coach picked up a hammer and teamed up with over 1,000 volunteers from American Family Insurance to help build a new Habitat for Humanity home. He assisted on the frame-up where the crews put walls together, and for Gard, it was a good day. He didn't smash a finger, but more importantly, he got to give back.
Pounded a few nails. My thumbs are all good. I haven't no fingers hit by my hammer, so but I'll leave it up to the pros that really know what they're doing, and to be able to help fellow Wisconsinites. I think you take a lot of pride in being from this state and helping the people within it.
Last weekend, the Madison Memorial girls track and field team made history at the Big 8 conference meet, and now they're heading into regionals with a ton of momentum. The key for the Spartans this season has been putting Drew Slemkes' mindset into action.
Good hands over.
Sunglasses.
Use those arms now.
And no smile.
You know, Drew doesn't smile a lot.
Drew Slemkes can be hard to read on the track.
I think the shades, yes, factor into not being able to read my nonverbals quite as well and not always knowing what I'm thinking.
What he's thinking about now? How Madison Memorial girls track and field took home the Big 8 championship for the first time in 16 years.
I was like 3 years old the last time Memorials won their conference championship, so it was just really special to be a part of like the first team that's done that in a long time.
The Spartans did it by doing everything with a purpose.
I want them to think about moving with a purpose, and we're doing everything for a purpose, and that warm-up sets up our success.
Or as Slemkes likes to say, move with efficacy.
Everything you do, you got to do it with a purpose. So like when we're doing our drills and the warm-ups, when we're doing our practices, like give it all you got, and because why else are you there then if you're not like working as hard as you can?
And he hopes those 3 words,
kind of a lesson that whatever you do, just do it with a purpose, and then you'll be successful within whatever you do.
are also advice for life.
This is about something bigger than just what we just accomplished here, but this is also a microcosm of what it can be outside of here as well, too, and that you can take that with you. Feet in. Good. Hands.
Don't forget, you can nominate your coach to be our next Coach of the Week. 2 easy ways: send me an email or head to the sports page on channel3000.com and fill out the nomination form. First round of the PGA Championship, Tiger Woods got off to a great start. Started on the back 9, already 1 under, rolls in another chirper on 14, but then it would all fall apart. Woods finished with 7 bogeys. He's 4 over, 9 shots behind Rory McIlroy. He sunk 7 birdies, including this one, to close out his round in style. McIlroy sits 5 under heading into tomorrow. And on the diamond, Madison College opened up their regional tournament with a 3-0 win over Blackhawk College. The Wolfpack advanced to the winner's bracket and will face McHenry County College tomorrow at noon. Gary, you got an update for us?
Yeah, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 11 p.m. This now covers parts of Columbia County as well as Green Lake, Marquette, and northeastern Sauk County, basically from the Dells eastward. We're watching a line of thunderstorms that could bring hail up to the size of quarters and winds to 60 miles per hour to Portage by about 10:49. You can see that line of storms moving almost due east, so right now staying to the north of Dane County. We'll be right back.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at the Century House.
Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike & Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner, available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
3 days only. Get up to $1,000 in additional savings exclusively at the Grand Appliance Spring Bonus Sale. Get amazing specials like this Amana top load washer for just $4.98. This KitchenAid dishwasher with stainless interior for just $7.98. Or this GE 27 cubic foot French door fridge for just $15.98. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed-Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho-Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, The Mascot Theory, and Bev Killian. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
Hyvee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef, only $2.99 a pound. Prego Italian sauce, only $1.48. A 2-pound pack of strawberries, only $3.88. Large size Tide or Gain laundry detergent, only $12.99. Plus a 10-cent fuel saver. And the savings are hotter than hot on Cottonelle bath tissue. Get 12 mega rolls for only $12.98. Plus a 10-cent fuel saver. Scan the QR code and check out HyveeDeals.com for more deals.
They're here. Okay. There's no way we're paying for all those medical bills.
Should we talk about a settlement?
How about we cut the car payments down?
We might want to think about this.
Look, just get them to sign. This offer's more than fair.
Sir, it's the law offices of Hyvee and Abraham.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hyvee and Abraham.
You can handle this one.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And back to Gary, one more recap.
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning north of Madison, north of Dane County for Columbia, part of Sauk County, as well as southern Marquette and Green Lake counties till 11 p.m. Those storms heading toward Portage by just before 11 o'clock. You can see them moving almost straight east, and for the first batch will stay north of Madison. We'll see storms later on tonight.
All right, Gary will keep us posted as needed. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.